Hello, Northwest Georgia, and welcome to your weather on North Georgia Television. Hope you had a great weekend. Our nighttime rain let off early this morning, and we'll see the sun for a little while before the clouds come back. The temperatures continue to drop until about 8 a.m., bringing lows in the low 40s. Clouds start to come back and give way to cloudy skies. The highs will be in the low 50s. Winds north-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Around the region today, 42 for Calhoun around 8 this morning. You'll be up to 47 at noontime, and then 54 this afternoon. In Chatsworth, 41, looking at 47 midday, and 53 for your high. In Chickamauga, 40 this morning, midday, look for 47, and then up to 53 as well. Cohutta, 40 was your morning low. Expect 46 at noon and 52 for your high. Dalton, you're also at 40 this morning. Expect to be at 47 by midday, and then an afternoon high of 53. Fairmount coming in at 43 and 48 for your lunchtime temp. 54 later this afternoon. 40 in Fort Oglethorpe this morning, 47 expected by noon, and 53 for your high. And Lafayette, starting at 40, looking for 46 for your midday, and 53 this afternoon. And Ringgold, morning temp of 40, 46 expected at noontime, and then top out your day with 52. Our 7-day forecast has plenty of clouds and rain and temps on the mild side for February. Tomorrow, showers early become steady rain later in the day with a high of 42. Winds northeast at 5 to 10. A ½ inch of rain is expected. Periods of rain tomorrow night with another ½ inch expected. Lows in the upper 30s. Steady light rain early Wednesday, then showers with possible thunder in the afternoon. Highs in the low to mid 50s. Winds south-southeast at 10 to 15. More rain and thunder overnight with lows remaining in the 50s. Thursday, a quarter inch of rain is expected, highs in the 60s, and winds light and variable. More of the same. At night, showers early, then steady rain, lows near 50. Showers and thunderstorms on Friday morning and then overcast in the afternoon. The highs will be in the mid-60s. Periods of rain Friday night with lows in the mid-50s. Then Saturday, overcast with occasional showers and highs near 70. Evening showers turn to steady rain overnight with about a ½ inch expected, lows in the mid-50s. Sunday, more showers in the morning give way to partly cloudy skies in the afternoon, highs near 65, lows near 40. That's your weather. We wish you a blessed and beautiful day. And here are our area obituaries. Betty Lee Williams Vick, age 84. Betty Lee Williams of Dalton departed this life on February 16th. Funeral service to celebrate her life were held at 4 p.m. Sunday, February 17th at the Chapel of Dalton Funeral Home, with Brother Raymond McCraney and Brother Bruce Edwards officiating. Mrs. Frida May Stamey Fowler, age 89. Frida Fowler, a lifelong resident of Gordon County, died Thursday, February 14th at Advent Gordon Hospital following a brief illness. Funeral services for Mrs. Frida May Stamey Fowler was February 17th at 3 p.m. from the Chapel of Max Brannon and Sons Funeral Home, with Reverend Jim Burns officiating. Interment followed at Fairview Cemetery on Hall Memorial Road, with Reverend Tim Reed presiding. Mrs. Elizabeth Sue Harrison Tanksley, age 68. Elizabeth Tanksley of Chatsworth passed away February 14th at Wooddale Healthcare Center. Funeral services were Saturday at 3 p.m. at the Chapel of Sean Chapman Funeral Home, with Austin Kay and Alexa Harrison officiating. Interment followed in the Center Hills Cemetery. Michael Felton, Mike Burbage, age 55. Mike Burbage of Calhoun passed away Tuesday, February 12th at his residence. Funeral services were conducted Saturday, February 16th at 2 p.m. from the Chapel of Thomas Funeral Home, with Dr. Dan Roberts officiating. Burial will be Thursday, February 21st at 12 noon in the Georgia National Cemetery, with military honors afforded by the United States Navy. Mr. William Bill Curtis Page, Jr., age 76. William Page, Jr. of Calhoun departed this life Saturday, February 16th at his residence, surrounded by his loving family. Service to celebrate Mr. William Bill Curtis Page, Jr. will be held Wednesday, February 20th at 2 p.m. from Ponders Calhoun Chapel. Interment will follow in Chandler Cemetery. The family will receive friends at the funeral home from 5 p.m. until 9 p.m. Tuesday. Sean Michael O'Neill, age 53. Sean O'Neill of Eastridge passed away Thursday, February 14th. Funeral services will be held at 11 a.m. Monday, February 18th in the Wilson Funeral Home's Fort Oglethorpe Chapel, with Brother Rick Giddens officiating. Burial will follow in Lakewood South Memory Gardens. The family will receive friends prior to the service on Monday at the funeral home. William Riley W.R. Red Huff, age 87. William Huff of Chickamauga went home to be with the Lord on Friday, February 15th. The funeral service will be held at 10:30 a.m. on Tuesday, February 19th at Elizabeth Lee United Methodist Church, with Minister Zach Fitzpatrick officiating. Interment will follow in the Chattanooga National Cemetery. The family will receive friends at Wilson Funeral Home in Chickamauga from 5 p.m. until 8 p.m. on Monday. Mr. Chester Arthur Wilson, Jr., age 62. Chester Wilson of Dalton passed away Thursday, February 14th at Ridgewood Manor. Funeral service will be held Saturday, February 23rd at 2 p.m. at Mount Perea Baptist Church in Ringgold. The family will receive friends at the church 1 hour before the service. Interment in Ringgold Community Cemetery. Arrangements by Willis Funeral Home of Dalton. Mr. Donald Clark Long, age 65. Donald Long of Sonoraville died Thursday, February 14th at his home. Donald was a veteran of the U.S. Army. The family will hold a private memorial service at a later date. John Wade Goodson, Sr., age 90. John Goodson of Chickamauga passed away Sunday, February 17th. John was a veteran of the U.S. Navy. Graveside services will be held 1 p.m. Tuesday, February 19th at Chickamauga City Cemetery. Mr. Goodson requested no flowers be sent and make donations to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. The family will receive friends Monday, 6 to 8 p.m. at the Wilson Funeral Home in Chickamauga.
Good morning, Northwest Georgia. Welcome back to WDNN. My name is Adam Scott.
And I'm Aaron Scott. First up, on Friday, President Trump declared a national emergency exists at the southern border of the United States. In a press release from Representative Tom Graves, he said he supports President Trump's constitutional executive action and plans to build the wall, saying that the wall will help criminal illegals out of our country, making our communities safer and more secure. He went on to say that we need to meet the growing needs at our southern border.
After the shutdown ended last month, Graves was named a member of the conference committee tasked with creating this legislation. He was optimistic and hopeful that both sides of the aisle could deliver a solution with one goal in mind: keeping us safe by securing the border. Graves issued a statement on the Consolidated Appropriations Act of 2019, legislation providing funding for 1/4 of the federal government, which included long-debated policy related to homeland and border security. He said he will not support a bill that falls so short that President Trump is forced to declare a national emergency to meet the growing needs at our southern border, and that he supports President Trump using constitutional executive action to build the wall and keep our country safe. He also said that he regrets the Congress is putting him in this position. As a member of the conference committee charged with creating this bill, he hoped that this would be a transparent process with vigorous debate and an outcome that improved the security of our country. Instead, Democrats had written a bill before the meeting. This set the stage for a policy that is wrongly focused on handcuffing law enforcement rather than known criminals who illegally cross our border. Representative Graves served as one of the 17 members on the conference committee charged with creating this legislation, referred to as a conference report. He frequently spoke out about the lack of committee meetings and called for greater public access on the debate and information. Late last week, Representative Graves was allowed to see the 1,159-page bill for the first time and given only 1 hour to review it before he had to decide whether to give his signature of approval. He declined to sign his name.
You know, it's always a touchy topic when we get back to this.
Yeah, it is, it's truly.
It is. Next up, a report on new voting machines for Georgia by State Representative Barry Fleming, Republican from Harlem. This year, Georgia will likely buy new voting machines for the whole state. The last time we did this was in 2001, and while the technology has evolved since then, one more important factor remains the same, the human part of the equation. The confusion and uncertainty of the paper ballot process drove Governor Roy Barnes and Secretary of State Kathy Cox to Democrats to move Georgia to machine-based ballots and markers in 2001. These are the same systems we are still using today, and although they work well, they are old and replacement parts can no longer be purchased. Over the years, it has become clear that making this change was the right choice for Georgia voters. The more reliable touchscreen system has eliminated the problems of unclear voter intent, hanging chads and bubbles penciled in properly by the voter. The few controversial views has had in Georgia since the most recently centered around the few elements of the election process where we still use hand-makered paper, where absentees and provisional ballots still exist.
You know what, we'll wait and see how that turns out. Governor Brian Kemp appointed Fleming to a lead commission last year with the express purpose of studying the safest and smartest option for Georgia's new voting machines. The commission was made up of Democrats, Republicans, Libertarians, and election officials from counties across Georgia. They traveled the state for almost a year to hear from citizens, experts, and local leaders to gather input and study what kind of new voting machines Georgia should purchase next. The commission consensus was a system that kept the successful touchscreen ballot markers our voters are already used to, with a new paper trial component that allows us to easily audit and confirm election outcomes. In response to the overwhelming feedback, Fleming has introduced a bill in the General Assembly to begin the process of purchasing a new voting machines. The bill calls for a ballot marking device that will print a paper ballot reflecting the voters' choices after they have made their selections on a touchscreen. The updated system is a big investment for our state, but it reflects the commitment to making sure Georgia's elections are safe and secure for years to come. It creates a paper trial that can be audited later to guarantee a precise vote count, and it also allows our voters to double-check their touchscreen selections before casting a ballot, removing the opportunity for human error and ensuring every vote is counted correctly. Using the new touchscreen marked paper ballots solves all of the problems associated with hand-marked paper ballots. It's much like choosing to use a typewriter to send an important letter instead of handwriting it, so that the receipt will understand your message exactly as intended. The new system will guarantee accurate and secure elections in Georgia, so every voter has a peace of mind in our electoral outcomes. And that's awesome. You know, we've needed these for a long time.
I mean, we've personally sat there and talked to county and government officials on how bad we need these new machines.
Yeah, so hopefully they'll get them pretty fast, honestly. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, just can't wait to hear how we're going to pay for these things. Next up, after a fairly routine Lafayette Council meeting last Monday, during which more than 40 Honeybee Festival sponsors were honored, the mood turned somber when a letter from the Georgia Department of Public Health was shared, noting that the number of hepatitis A cases in the city had skyrocketed from 1 to 40. Hepatitis A is often spread through intravenous drug use, especially among the homeless, explained the letter, and Lafayette had seen its homeless population soar from 2 years or so, about an estimated 40 or 50 individuals currently. Mayor Andy Arnold said small homeless camps have sprung up in several sections of town, including a camp under a South Main Street bridge where officials found numerous needles. Arnold and other present stressed that the problem was not one caused by local homeless individuals. The mayor said that's just a year ago he knew all 4 of the city's homeless residents by name, but that news had spread by mouth and by text. Lafayette was and is a safe haven for the homeless. And so they came and they come, Arnold said. Therefore, to combat the spread of hepatitis A, the CDC is scheduling a visit bringing 70 initial vaccinations and will work with the city police and EMS to reach and inoculate as many homeless as possible, especially around the local homeless shelter, The Haven.
But what concerns the officials and families of Lafayette is not just the spread of hepatitis A, but an influx and presence of strangers around town, using drugs, begging and harassing residents in stores and on the city streets and parking lots. Nearly every section of town has noted an increased presence in the homeless, an increase in people who residents don't recognize, and an increase in their movement, especially up and down the streets in the daylight. While there are no local laws against being homeless, and while the city cannot control people's living environments, as some live in their vehicles, vacant buildings, or even open, vacant lots or fields, the negative effect of the presence increase in homeless people in town can already be noted and felt. Store employees, customers, and others have expressed to council members that they feel increasingly uncomfortable, nervous, and even afraid of going to their cars or even pumping gas when the strangers are around and watching. Homeowners who were recently quite comfortable leaving their homes and vehicles unlocked have told council members that now they are making sure everything is locked down, as they have been awarded during the night by their dogs barking or charging at something or someone on their property, around their vehicles, or even sneaking around on their porch. So while a growing problem new to Lafayette was identified and discussed at the council meeting, no solution was reached. Mayor Arnold asked City Attorney Don Womack to examine the urban homeless policies of Ringgold, which tackled the same challenge last fall by passing an urban camping ordinance and other towns. Womack is to report back to the council as soon as possible with legal recommendations that would curtail and control this new and rapidly escalating problem in Lafayette. I can't wait to see how that turns out,
Yeah, I hope it turns out well. With all the government support these days, I'm very biased on this. We thank you for tuning in to WDNN, and we'll be right back after this short commercial break.
With VidLink, OptiLink's exciting new entertainment platform, you'll have the freedom to stream VidLink content on multiple devices, even when away from home. Plus, with VidLink, you can access the widest array of content on the market. You'll get great features like Restart, Replay, cloud-based DVR storage, all HD programming, and so much more. Contact us today to see how you can get linked to the next big thing in video entertainment.
While the word cancer can strike fear at the deepest level of our souls, in the case of skin cancer, the prognosis is very good. Basal cell and squamous cell carcinomas are the most common and are not normally included in cancer statistics.
Our office specializes in the diagnosis and treatment of skin cancer.
If you're concerned about a mole or freckle that may be changing, give us a call. Most treatments can be performed in our office in about 15 minutes with very little discomfort.
I am Ron McKinney, pastor of Kinsey Drive Baptist Church in Dalton, Georgia. KDBC has been the birthplace of several Christian organizations. It was the birthplace of Christian Heritage School 30 years ago, and through the Academy of Fine Arts, Labrie Symphonic Orchestra was founded by KDBC members Gene and Betty Lindauer. The ministry of KDBC reaches around the world with the missions of To Every Tribe Ministry, and I was a founding member of North Georgia Fellowship of Christian Athletes in 1992. Majesty is the longest running television program on North Georgia television. For 28 years, we have faithfully proclaimed the doctrines of grace. Kinsey Drive Baptist Church welcomes you to visit at 2626 Kinsey Drive on Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Our website is kinseydrivebaptistchurch.com. To God be all the glory.
Hi guys, I'm Frank Pinson. I want you to tune in on these following show times to watch 101 with Frank Pinson. The show is based on people doing great things in and for your community, our community. Now those are doctors, lawyers, students, teachers, anyone doing great things. So guys, you know the motto, don't just be great, always inspire, motivate, and teach others to do the same. Now that is what we do, and I hope you tune in to WDNN TV. Just click on the website, or you can follow right here, www.thefrankpinson.com, and watch any episodes you like. See you soon.
First Bank of Calhoun and First Bank of Dalton are proud to serve our communities, providing the products you need plus the personal service you expect from your hometown bank. We offer the latest technology, like customized instant issue debit cards, InstaPay, and more. And with our experienced First Elite bankers, switching to First Bank has never been easier.
Stop by and see what sets us apart.
First Bank of Calhoun and First Bank of Dalton, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Judy Elliott, inviting you to join me on Lifestyles for Women show on WDNN TV. This year brings exciting new topics that women like to discuss or just know more about. Subjects like ways to look and feel your very best, travel, family, health, and sometimes just fun girl talk. It's always exciting, and we invite your suggestions. Just message me on Facebook at Lifestyles for Women, or for more information or to watch us online, visit WDNNTV.com, Lifestyles for Women.
Hi everyone, I'm Judy Elliott.
I'm Jane Marie Wilson.
And join us for our second season on Southern
Sassy. This season, we are going to do a day in the life of a fireman. We learn how to belly dance and ride horses.
And wear our wedding dresses.
They still fit, by the way.
Only in the front.
So join us for that and much more this season.
Catch us on OptiLink Channel 6
and WDNN Channel 10. Like us on Facebook, because you never know what you're going to find
on Southern Sassy.
Welcome back, Northwest Georgia. In Dalton, on Saturday, Ashley Dixon and her daughter stood on the lawn of her house for a home dedication hosted by the Greater Dalton Habitat for Humanity. Dixon and her 3 children moved into the refurbished house on December 21st of 2018. Raven Broad, marketing coordinator for the Greater Dalton Habitat for Humanity, said the Dixon home is one of their 3 recently refurbished homes. Cassandra Cochran moved into one in December, and a dedication ceremony was held for her as well on Saturday. Habitat for Humanity is a global nonprofit that assists people in improving or building their home. Habitat for Humanity homeowners help build their homes along with volunteers and then pay an affordable mortgage according to the organization's website. The organization was established locally in 1987 and has built more than 50 homes. The Habitat Selection Committee picks homeowners based on their level of need, willingness to partner with Habitat, and ability to repay a mortgage through an affordable payment plan. According to the website, that is. As a part of their willingness to partner, Habitat's home buyers invest hundreds of hours of their labor, called sweat equity, working alongside volunteers and other Habitat homeowners. Applications for the Greater Dalton Habitat for Humanity can be picked at its office at 111 North Glenwood Avenue, Suite C, or during one of the group's applicant information sessions. The sessions are Saturday, February 23rd at 10 a.m. and Tuesday, February 26th at 6:30 p.m. Organizers say it is highly recommended that you attend a session if you're interested in applying to become a Habitat homeowner. Call 706-273-336-NEXT6 for more information.
Next up, Keeping It Green. The CARE's 17th annual conference will be held on May 1st, 2019 at the Houston Airport Marriott in Houston, Texas. The CARE annual conference will give its attendances to the opportunity to discuss innovations made in the carpet recycling industry, learn about new and existing products that are produced with post-consumer carpet, developments in the carpet industry, the VPS program, and more. Exhibit at the 17th annual CARE conference to gain more exposure to customers than before ever. This year, exhibitors will be offered multiple opportunities to meet and interact with end users, with specific time set aside for both networking and concrete small sales groups. If you are interested in being an exhibitor, please contact Anthony Klein at aklein@carpetrecovery.org. You know, that's awesome around here, being the carpet capital and all, for people who are in that industry. I feel like that'd be very beneficial to them.
It really is. I love seeing how networking changes throughout the years.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Great. Next up, gas prices set to rise as oil hits 3-month high. Atlanta, Georgia, February 18th, 2019. Gas prices in Georgia are on the rise and prices could get even more expensive this week. Oil and wholesale gasoline prices surged to their highest levels since November. The state average could soon jump another 10 cents as a result. Georgia gas prices are already at 2019 highs. The state average rose a total of 5 cents last week. Still, Sunday's average price of $2.19 per gallon remains nearly 20 cents below what drivers paid this time last year. Around the state, most expensive gas price averages are in Atlanta at $2.22, and the least expensive gas price averages around Warner Robins at $2.07 a gallon.
Yeah, we don't like to see that, huh?
No, we do not like to see our gas prices rise.
Happenings around Northwest Georgia this week. There will be a free informational class on Thursday, February 21st at 4 p.m. at the Calhoun-Gordon County Public Library for people that are visually impaired and love books. They will provide information on how, through the library system of Georgia, you can qualify for receiving books on tape in the mail. The machines are provided also, and every month you can pick out the books you would like to receive. You don't have to have a library card, and it is free for all who qualify. The Georgia Libraries for Accessible Statewide Services, GLASS, provides free accessible reading material to people who, due to disability, are unable to read standard print. They provide free talking book players, and books come postage paid through the mail for patrons who have visual impairments or blindness, physical impairments that prevent them from handling books or turning pages, or they have organic reading disabilities such as dyslexia. GLASS has both fiction and nonfiction books for all ages. All of these books are available as human narrated talking books, and they can be downloaded through our free BARD mobile app. Many are also available in Braille or large print. Finally, GLASS provides interested patrons with free Bookshare accounts where they can get to free text-to-speech ebooks, which also allow users to adapt the font and contrast on the page as the book is read aloud using the text-to-speech. At the class, Stephanie Irvin will be sharing about how to qualify for GLASS and what services GLASS has to offer people with print impairments.
Upcoming events at the Dalton Whitfield Library. Tuesday at 11, Move and Groove for birth through pre-K, but all children are welcome. Tuesdays at 5, story time for pre-K and elementary school learners. Wednesday at 5:30 to 7, Pokemon League, open to all ages. Saturday, February 23rd from 11 to 1, Family Lego Day. Take advantage of our thousands of Legos for a few hours of free play. All ages are welcome. February 19th from 5:30 to 7, and February 21st from 11 to 12:30, Ancestry 102. February 19th at 4:30, Teen Art. February 19th from 5:30 to 6:30, Read. Come visit and read to the Dogs for Alliance of Therapy Dogs organization. This event provides children with a comfortable environment to practice reading and develop social and emotional skills. February 21st at 5:30, Art at the Library. Art at the Library is a paint-along type of art class for the experienced to the beginner, ages 18 and plus only.
Wow, how awesome. You know, there's a bunch of things going on in the community right now. And this weekend, there will be a Family Promise Celebration dinner Friday, February 22nd, 2019. At 6 p.m., there will be a dinner hosted at Greater Works to celebrate the works of Family Promise. We hope you can come. This will be a time to see old friends, reminisce about the works God did in our churches with homeless families. Even better to look to the future of serving those in need through existing and developing opportunities at Greater Works. Robert Hill has space where he wants to create some apartments for transitional housing. RSVP by Tuesday, February 19th via email, familypromisewhitfield@gmail.com, or call 706-313-0121.
On Saturday, the 23rd, annual Thrift Store Fashion Show with luncheon to benefit Providence Women's Recovery will be held at the Carpets of Dalton. Providence mission is to carry the message of recover in Christ to those who seek it. Their Women's Center for Recovery at Rocky Face is a unique, affordable Christian addiction center focused on helping women recover from drug and alcohol addiction using spiritual and clinical recovery methods. Tickets are $30 each or $220 for a table. Call 706-275-0268 to get your tickets for the event and support the great work Providence is doing to make a difference in the lives of these women.
Well, that's awesome. You know, there's so many good things going on in the community right now. You know, we thank you guys for tuning in here at WDNN today. My name is Adam Scott.
And I'm Aaron Scott. And remember, stay classy.